All right, cooking episode 2. I actually have a few other videos that I made a while back, like for barbecue and ghost pepper salsa. I don't know, you might see that one coming up soon. But this is another easy one. Look, I got one piece of chicken that ended up in the fridge from the other night. Like, what do we do with this? Easy, okay? So I'm about to show you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean this piece of chicken up, and we are going to dice it up. Okay? This is going to be the beginning of chicken and rice. Okay? So I got my grandma, what is this? A Yoshi blade that grandma bought off TV and gave to us a long time ago. Still super sharp. We'll just trim up off the stuff off this chicken breast that we don't want. Little bits of fat here and there. Get those off to the side. Okay. Look, if it's got meat on it, we'll try to save the little bits of meat like that. It'll be good. Chicken breast has all sorts of little fat on it. What I like to do with the chicken breast is I like to butterfly it and then cut it in half. So I got that loin right there, and then I got this part that's got some little stuff in it. So just kind of cut it there. Get this little bit of gristle and stuff out of it. It's pretty good. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is just look to dice it up. Look, you can make it big, you can make it small. Don't make it too small. If you make it too small, it's a little bit of a pain, but kind of get the idea. Go away, cat. Cat's messing with my tripod. So here, same thing, just see that Yoshi blade will cut it, buddy. Okay. Alright, so that's not a whole lot of chicken, but we're going to take it, we're going to go into a big bowl. I'm going to get rid of this stuff real quick. Alright, so now we got a bowl with the chicken in there. Get my hands washed. And I'll show you what we'll do next with this. So, not a lot of chicken, right? You don't need a lot. We're just going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. Something like that. I got garlic powder. I don't know if you can see, but I ain't playing around. Onion powder. A little bit more onion powder than garlic powder. I got paprika. And I'm going on downtown with the paprika. Okay, see that? I'm going to go steal the salt and pepper. Meanwhile, I got a pan heating up on the stove to about medium high. This is pepper. Oh, I got the pepper in there with the chicken. Whoops. I like pepper. Going some salt, not a ton. Got a spoon here. Just going to start mixing this up in that olive oil. Try to incorporate all those seasonings into that chicken. Okay. Nothing to it. Alright. The worst thing you can do is cook chicken unseasoned. Gross. Okay. So the ingredients for chicken and rice is chicken, can of chicken broth. And guess what else?
Is this the only noodles we have?
Yep.
Ah.
Eat them all. I'm working on something else. And rice. So this is long grain rice from Kroger.
She's got a noodle. What are you doing?
Let's see if they're right in the way for a minute. I'm tired of that. I told you. So, chicken broth, 14 ounces is the can, right? 8 ounces is a cup. So we got what, almost a cup, almost 2 cups, right? So this ain't a whole lot. So what we're gonna do with this is, you always do a cup of liquid and a cup of rice and do that the same way. So in this case, I'm gonna do a cup of rice. I might go a little bit more than a cup, just whatever this will hold. Okay. I'm going to put it back in my strainer here. Okay, and I'm going to rinse it off in the sink in a little bit. So remember that I filled this up with rice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that same cup up with chicken broth. And I'm going to do just about as much as it'll stand, because that's what I did with the rice, all the way to the top. Okay? Now I'm coming over here, my pan's getting hot. Alright, what I want here is a hot pan. I'm going in with some olive oil. Keep in mind I already got olive oil on my chicken. That oil's starting to get hot already. I'm going about a tablespoon of butter. See if we can get it one-handed here. It's glued. Okay. As soon as that hits, here goes the chicken. Alright. We're going to go ahead and start incorporating all this together. Okay. I got this pan on pretty high. It's almost on high. I'm going to turn it down just a little. Okay, all this smells pretty good. You see, I don't have too much oil, just enough. Any pieces that I can still see the rawness of the chicken, I'll try to flip them and get them down in the pan. We're going to cook it all the way here, but okay, so we're just going to let that cook for a second. Maybe put the heat up just a touch. Chicken's in there sizzling. Yeah, it's getting a little brownie on it. That's what we want. little brown bits. I'm gonna keep like looking for places where the chicken's not cooked all the way, or you can tell it's probably raw inside. We want to make sure we're flipping those good. We're not going to kill this chicken too much, but I want the brown stuff that you see on it. It's going to do really good things for our chicken and rice. So this is real-time cooking video too. No breaks here in this video for now. Just want to show you how easy this is. If the pan seems a little hot, I'm going to turn it down just a touch. My chicken is probably almost done. I could take a bigger piece and cut it with the spatula and see. Yeah, look, there ain't nothing in there that's less than 165 degrees now. This is one of the bigger pieces right here. We'll cut it in half with the spatula and take a look. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Look, last thing you want to do is cook all the life out of your chicken, right? Now look here, I got all the stuff in the bottom of this pan, and there's still a little bit of oil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, look, I'm not going to take too much of this away from it. But I'm going to run that oil down here, and I'm going to blot out just a little bit of it. Okay, don't need all of that. But I don't want to take away the chicken flavor that's in the bottom of the pan. Okay, that's enough. I mean, that ain't too much oil. It's not unhealthy. Okay, so at this point, what we're going to do is we'll let that cook. We're going to take this rice that we got, cold water over the rice. Okay, so this is that cup of rice that we had. We're just rinsing a little bit of the excess starch off of it so it's not so starchy. Okay, that's good. Coming right back to our pan. We're going to drop that rice in. And our cup of chicken broth. Okay. Now, right now, this is going to start coming up to heat pretty quickly, so I got to kind of move fast with what I want to do here. This is chicken bouillon that's in a powder form. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this. All right, I want a little bit of that chicken bouillon. I'm going to open that new one that I told y'all about before. This kind. All right. So we're going to open that right quick. This one you want to shake it up really good. Okay. We're going to take it. We're just going to. All right. A little bit of that. This, we're going to go a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm turning the heat, so you see now it's starting to boil. So now I'm going to turn the heat down to all the way low. I'm even going to the small burner low. I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to stir in all that extra bouillon that we put in there, the liquidy concentrated kind, and also the other one. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on it. You can see it's on low over there, and right now it's 6:54. I'm going to give it about 20 minutes, and I'm going to come back to it. But I'm not going to touch it. Don't take the lid off. Don't do anything to it. Just leave it sit right there. Leave it on low. 20 minutes. We'll come back. All right. It has been 24 minutes. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take this pan and we're going to set it back here off the heat. We're going to turn the burner off. We're going to let it sit there. I might actually put it on a hot pad. No lid. I ain't touched the lid if you saw that. Look, there's soup from earlier. Still got my chicken broth cooking. So don't touch it for 5 minutes. So we'll be back at 7:23. All right, it is 7:23. We got our rice and chicken still in the pan. We haven't touched the lid. This is going to be the first time we touch the lid. There it is. Perfect. Now we're going to take it and fluff it just a little bit with this fork. That was 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of broth, 1 chicken breast. That's enough for feed about 3 damn people. I guess it was a little bit more than a cup of rice. Remember, we filled that measuring cup up all the way. So I'm just going to fluff it up a little bit. I'm going to test it, see if the rice is done. Ricing's done. It's a little bit tough still. If that's the case, you can just put the lid back on, just let it sit there for a couple more minutes before you eat it. For me, I don't mind it if the rice is a little bit, I don't know, firm. Yeah, that's the word. So that's easy, chicken and rice. You can amp up the amount of chicken seasoning that you put in there. You can put salt and pepper more. I'll do that. When I eat some, I'll put salt and pepper to it. Might actually get me some now. I had a little bit of that soup already. Just gonna use the same thing. See, it's still steaming, so that rice is still cooking. So this is perfect for the vacuum sealer. You get the vacuum sealer. Once this cools off, you can put some in and just small quantities and seal it up. So I think I actually have one over here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is one I did a while back. It's just not a whole lot. There's chicken and rice in there. You just throw that in hot water. Let it thaw out. You get you a pan, tiny bit of little oil or butter in the bottom. Get the pan nice and hot, and then put this in it. Sizzle it. Good to go. All right. This is Cooking with Dad. Signing off. See ya.